position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the back. Pushes ahead for two. They'll mark it at the 17. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against...
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams...
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Punt is in the air. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Auburn.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
Absolute shank. Missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the Sunday is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there.
There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Got the back over the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage in predictable situations.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Bush. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. There are a few things that just make me happy in life. Great steak, a scrumptious dessert, and a tight end who makes a catch on third down.
If the steak's medium rare, I'm right there with you, Reese. And I'm also there with you on these tight ends on third down, too. Too big for DBs to cover, too fast for linebackers to cover. That guy's a weapon.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on second down. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Provo. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Provo. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wyoming. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Brown will throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Flips it out on the screen. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute
I might fuck around slide over there. What y'all on?
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Using the quick game. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
So y'all can watch the game downstairs or y'all on to.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Provo. Breaks into the open. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A strike downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
He runs out of bounds at the 48. And that's a first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Got enough for the 1st down. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Better yet. You should be able to go to controller settings and put that up.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Punts it out of the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and the receiver, just not on the same page.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Brown wants to pass. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
They've worked it down to the 30 to force a field goal try. He might want another play. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Longhorns! They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Provo. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The horn went right through his shirt.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back and leaves it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Auburn going to work with another first down. to the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw for it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense going all in to stop the run. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Running free. Touchdown, Texans. They've got the lead here in the fourth. This dude is lighting it up for the horns, and some old school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Creates a little room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Wide open downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They want to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. And let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running...
Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
The extra point here would tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 28 over Arizona. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore.
Yeah,
You're going to be a wide
game.
receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Knew that shit was going to happen, man.
Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
On the direct snap, it's Provo. Headed to the end zone. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Powers forward. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get